Welcome back to Hasbro's Hide. Working again with a 6.5 Creedmoor. This is the custom rifle. It started with a 110 Desert Tactical, and that's still an amazing gun. In fact, I put that gun back to its original state. It just shoots really well. I mean, it's hard to beat for the price, and you get a really nice feature set, but you pick up a rifle off the shelf with factory ammo that'll shoot .6 MOA. I was just amazed, and that's pretty awesome. But I continue to pursue precision and accuracy in long-range rifles, and so I kept kind of, where am I going to go next, right? And so I have a 110 action with a 6.5 Creedmoor Excalibur barrel on it. It's 26 inches long, and it has shot some really good groups with the heavier bullets, the 140s and 147s. But we're going to move down a little bit and try 130s and see how it goes. What's this combination going to do? I have no idea. We're going to find out together, but we'll see. Now we're also going to push a little higher on the velocity chart. I've approached maximum velocities, but not gotten there on the 140s and 147s, let alone going over that, according to the Hornady numbers now. But on these 130s, we're going to go to and just a little beyond Hornady's max. So this is this idiot doing it, so don't do what I do, all right? I have been very careful on this, but this is unique to my gun, my situation, and hopefully my ability to read pressure. So I would not advise you following these. So we're going to shoot today two different bullets, as I mentioned. One's a Berger 130 grain VLD Hunter. Okay, so is it a precision round? I think any Berger bullet is fairly precise. But is this their most precise round? No, it's not. It's made to expand. It's made for hunting. So we'll see how well it does. If we get some good loads in, I'll put some of these up and load them back for when I go hunting with it. The other bullet we're going to shoot then is a Hornady 130 grain ELD match bullet. Okay, similar, but certainly not the same design. And so when we go to seat these bullets, we'll have to watch. We're going to seat them to overall length, and that's going to be 2.825. But we'll have to be very careful and check jump, make sure we're not jammed into the lands and causing excessive pressure. So we'll be very careful. When we get these results back, we'll look specifically, group size is nice, but we're going to look specifically at standard deviation and extreme spread. Okay, we want the lowest of those possible. And then we'll work on jump and see how well we get. So today is just powder charge development, and that's what we're going to do and see how we come out. We're going to use H4350 powder, as you see here. We're going to start at 42 grains and work our way up in 0.3 increments up to 43.2 grains. And that'll put us just slightly above the Hornady max. So we should be somewhere over 3,000 feet per second. That's moving along pretty well for a 130 grain bullet. And so we'll see how that does. We're going to use gold medal large rifle match primers, Magnum match primers here by Federal. Why Magnum? Well, a lot of these 6.5 Creedmoor loads, and especially the stick powders, can have trouble with hang fires, and so you have to make sure you have the right primers. So I've shot CCI 34 military primers. That's one that's well known. Small rifle Magnum primers, a couple different ones there that work, no problem, no hang fires, no pressure issues. And so we're going to try the Magnum here, the gold medal match large rifle Magnum primers from here. We'll be careful, watch for pressures, but this is not really going too far beyond what other people have already done here. All right, and finally we're going to use Peterson brass. Now this is 4 times fired brass. It has been wet tumbled and dried, annealed, trimmed to length, deburred and chamfered, and is ready to load. And so we'll have this all set up. We'll prime them with our Federal gold medal primers here, and we'll get them going. So let's move on to powder and get that done. All right, now work on our powder charges. What we do is we use the RCBS Chargemaster Light to throw a 1/10 low of our target, and then trickle charge up on the Creedmoor Sports Laboratory Precision Scale here to plus or minus 0.02 grains. So we have one here that's 41.9. Our target for this set of cases is 42. And so we'll do that and put it over here, and then we'll just trickle up if we need to at all. Let's see where it falls out. 42.05. So in fact, I'm going to remove 1 grain on this. The RCBS Chargemaster, sometimes will sit there and kind of hunt back and forth just a little bit. And when it does that, you'll know it's going to be probably settling on right near being overcharged. I mean, by a tenth of a grain. It's not much. But there we go. So we take 1 grain out. It's 0.03 basically per grain. And we're 42.02, which is perfectly fine, our target. So what I'll do is I'll keep working this up. Let this thing throw a tenth short. Trickle up to being right on the money. And then we'll finish out our charges. So let me get these finished up, and then we'll seat our bullets. Right now we're seating our bullets. We're seating the Hornady first, the 130 grain ELD match bullets. And we're seating these to 2.825 inches. Just a little bit more case capacity and a little bit longer overall length. That should give us about an 8 to 9 thousandths jump. And you can see here that we're actually, this Max Markman and the Hornady custom grade dies with that micrometer just do an excellent job. Let me get this in front of the camera here a little bit. There you can see it. 2.8255, and that's close enough because our target's 2.825. So we'll continue to do this, seat all the Hornady bullets in a row. So I'm starting from the lowest powder charge and just going right up to the highest, checking overall length. I'll write down cartridge base to ogive as well as a record because that's a better way to duplicate these loads. And then I'll go back and do the same thing for the Berger. Now I suspect because the Berger's profile is slightly different, I'll have to adjust this a little bit. And we'll check our jump on those as well. So anyway, let me get these done, get these seated, and then we'll see you at the range. Good standard deviation 7, but that was low. We'll start way up. How much faster these are? Supposedly they're supposed to be faster. We'll see. They're a good standard deviation. Wait. Oh, it's not going to be you.
Hell, sir, not doing very well, really.
No, I don't think it's you. I just
Three across.
it's not happy with these 130 grain bullets in either one of them, the Hornady or the Berger. The 140s where it really tightened up.
Where's tree in a hole?
Recoil's not bad.
No, it's manageable for sure.
You're pushing right near 3,000 feet per second with that load.
Yeah, it's moving over
It'll shoot almost dead flat. They what? Shoot your last one
here. Yeah.
at the 400-yard target. You put it right at the top of the head. That's all the drop you'll have.
Let's see where it went.
See what I mean? It's too easy.
Yeah.
It hits pretty hard.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get. See you, brother.
All right, welcome back in from the range. And here's a quick look at our brass. I just sort of rotated a few, or flipped a few over here so you can see them. This is the Berger rounds here on the left, and these are the Hornady bullets on the right. There really is no difference. There could be a slight difference in case pressure just because of the way the bullets seat to get the same overall length. One seats down in the case just a little farther. In fact, the Hornady seats just slightly farther into the case than would the Berger. But nonetheless, there's really exactly the same. And so I don't know how we can see here. We'll hold it up and see if we can get it a little better. See if we can get to focus here a little bit. But there's really nothing to see. All the primers are rounded, no issues. Now, when you get up to the max charge, so this is 42, and 42.3, 42.6, 42.9, and then a highest charge here of 43.2. There's just ever so little bit sign of cratering, okay, just barely. The primers are still rounded. There's no other issue on the case, no pressure signs, no case base issues where we're trying to strip the base, elongate it, no necks cracking, nothing. And this is now 5 times fired Peterson brass. Now I anneal it every time, but nonetheless, really nothing to worry about. But that slight bit of cratering is a good first sign of pressure, so we'll probably stop there. Same exact trend in the Hornady, and just barely a little bit of cratering here at our max charge. So I think that was pretty good. When we look at the targets, I'll post the velocities. We're well over 3,000 feet per second with the 130 grain bullets here in both cases of the bullets, whether they're the Berger or the Hornady VLDs. And so that's moving along. That's pretty fast, especially for that round and that powder, but I think it's safe to do it. There seems to be no issues in this. So anyway, let's take a look at our targets and see how we did. All right, here's the results for the Berger 130 grain VLD Hunter. Again, this is H4350 powder, working up from 42 all the way up to our max of 43.2. And you can sort of see the results here. So I didn't really like this one. Neither did the, I believe, neither did the Hornady. We'll look at it in just a second. But 1.409, not good. Really bad, in fact, for this gun. Here we get to about 1 MOA, 1.023. Again, not so good for this gun. Then we start down here. We get a little higher velocity. We're jumping up again. I'll post these velocities to the side. And we get at 42.6, we get 1.246. Again, just, I mean, for a lot of guns, maybe that's good. For this gun, it's terrible. Now we start to do a little better. But this gun so far, the best combination I've had with this barrel is 0.287 MOA. And so we are far from that target in that. Now, it got to a 0.747 MOA. So, I mean, that's a pretty good group. We had one fall outside, otherwise it would have been tighter yet. But, you know, just okay results. And then at our max velocity, then 1.251 MOA, and we had one jump up here. And the rest are grouping a little better than that, but not great. So that's the Berger, and then its average is 1.3152. That's actually higher than the average of the Hornady bullet, which is a little disappointing because the Hornady bullet is $20 a box cheaper. And so for pure accuracy, well, between these two, it's going to be the Hornady, but it depends on how you sort of look at this target. I think the Berger was more consistent target to target, but the Hornady had a bigger swing. So our first powder load, it clearly did not like 1.612 MOA. Really exceptionally bad. Got a little bit better here at sub MOA, 0.904, 0.806 here at 42.2. Climbed back up to 2.8 here, and then back down to 0.944 for an average of 1.11 MOA. And so, you know, okay results, not what is expected out of this rifle, this barrel, this setup. So clearly it's not happy about something. I'm just at the end of this lot of H4350 powder, and I'm beginning to suspect maybe this is it, because I've been shooting much better. I got into this lot of powder, and things have just not been the same. Now, that said, you'll see some of these stats. I'm getting like 3 standard deviations on some of these powder loads, and like 11 or so extreme spread, which is amazing. So I think I will repeat those loads and then start working on jump, right? Because these are all fixed at 2.825 inches. And so, you know, is that perfect? No, I don't know that. You know, I really don't know. It's just a guess to a starting point to even out this and just change powder. So now we got a couple that have really low extreme spreads and standard deviations. Then we'll shoot next those loads and adjust the jump, and we'll see how that goes. So that'll probably be next up on this. I got some more bullets coming in. I got different bullets to throw at, but most of it seems like this gun likes 140s and above and 147s. I haven't tried anything over 147 yet, but I may. So anyway, these 130s so far, yeah, there's nothing great here at all. But we'll keep trying. We'll keep working on it. If you like this kind of content, let me know. I love reloading. I love precision loading. I love the 6.5 Creedmoor caliber. It's pretty easy to load for. If you're getting into reloading and want to have something that's less sensitive, easier to load and tune for, this is a pretty good option for you. But anyway, if you like this, give me a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later.